I get lots of requests to try and find cars from TV series, and you would think it would be the exciting cars that people would want to know about. Things like the Sweeney, the professionals. But no, one of the most popular ones I get asked for are the cars of Jack Frost from Touch of Frost. So let's see what we can find out. Touch of Frost was an ITV crime drama series that ran from 1992 through to 2010. It ran for 15 series over 42 episodes, and you don't need to grab your calculator to realise most of those series were actually pretty short. It starred national treasure David Jason as D.I. Jack Frost, and it was the real transition for David Jason from a comic actor known for Only Fools and Horses and Open All Hours through to a very serious dramatic actor. Jack Frost's wheels of choice was a pretty mundane blue Ford Sierra. Now, this had the registration number D989DNH, and the keen-eyed have noticed that that was attached to at least two Mark II Sierras, and as you can see in this shot here, at one point actually appeared on a Mark I Sierra, but of course we weren't supposed to notice that. Now, if we do a My Car check on the 843 MPP, it comes back as a Mitsubishi Shogun hardtop. Now, if we scroll down a bit, we find that Mitsubishi Shogun had that number plate from new, so that plate was never attached to that Sierra, so it was very much a fake plate. And the other thing is, we can see that that Mitsubishi Shogun was actually scrapped back in June 2004, so the number plate's gone as well as the car. Now, one of the reasons they may have decided to use a fake plate on the Sierra is that this program was actually set in the fictional town of Denton. Now, this was supposedly in the south of England, somewhere sort of probably northwest of London. But the filming for this series actually took place in the north of England in Yorkshire. Now, the registration number ending PP would have been a Luton registration, which suits the area where this program was set. So it's possibly they decided to borrow that plate off the Mitsubishi Shogun so they could make the car look local to the area they were intending the program to be set in. I've done my usual Googling and internet searching and everything else I do to try and find these cars, and I've got nothing on the Sierras. The problem is, with this fake plate, it makes it very difficult to track them down unless we have the original registration. The nearest I got was this post on the Drive Archive website, which suggested there was a big pile of scrap cars in the Kippax area of Yorkshire, and it could be amongst those. Seems a bit of a clutching at straws. There was a suggestion at one point it may have been on display in the museum, and I can't find any reports to back that up. And the other thing was they're suggesting it was still around in sort of the early 2000s, but hasn't been seen after that. But I've got no registration numbers to go on, so sorry, nothing on the Sierra, I'm afraid. After the Ford Sierra expired in a collision with a skip, Jack Frost moved into a good old boxy Volvo 240. Now, this had the registration number A367NRN, and I'm afraid, yet again, this one is a fake one. But in this occasion, we've had a bit of luck. In one of the programs, they did actually leave the original number plate on display, and that was A388JCK. So we've got a trail. So we go to DVLA and have a look, and unfortunately it doesn't really give us a lot of hope. The last tax expired in April 2000, and V5 wise there's been nothing since 1999, so I think there's a fairly good chance that one's been scrapped. It just hasn't been recorded, I'm afraid. So after the Volvo, Jack Frost moves into a thoroughly modern Ford Mondeo estate. Now, we've got a bit of luck here because DS04ZFF is the original number plate. Hooray! We've got a fair chance now. Hop onto DVLA, and last taxed at the back end of 2011. MOT ran out in the middle of 2012. So that's not a good sign. We go over and do a My Car check. It gets even worse. Look at that. It was written off. It was a Cat C write-off in October 2011. So that one's gone as well, I'm afraid. So out of 3 cars, or maybe more with the Sierras, we haven't got a lot of luck on that one, I'm afraid, but we gave it a go. And if you've enjoyed this video, why not have a look at this other one, which we think you're going to enjoy.